Hola everyone, JV Thrills here back with another video. Today we talk about Six Flags over Texas. For the longest time, my home park has been treated like old news, has been forgotten, is considered not the best Six Flags park, and some might even consider it trash. It's not what I call it, but it is true that Six Flags over Texas is a shell of its former self. But what if I told you that's all gonna change? What if Six Flags over Texas is making a comeback and stepping into a new era, the Reboot era? So in today's video, I'm going to explain my theory of why I think Six Flags over Texas is going to get a reboot, and how from this point on, Six Flags over Texas will never be the same again. But before I get into my theory, I would like to say, if you like my videos, be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell to know when new videos come out on my channel. I'm almost at 500 subscribers and would like to reach it before January ends. So help me reach that goal by clicking that little red button down below. And thank you to those who already subscribed to my channel. It means a lot. Anyways, let's get into today's video. So you may be wondering, what is this theory? And what do I mean by reboot? Well, if you don't already know, in October of 2020, a new park president was selected for Six Flags over Texas. Meet Ron McKenzie. Ron McKenzie was elected the next park president of Six Flags over Texas after the original park president, Steve Martindale, retired. Ron McKenzie was born here in the Lone Star State, and he actually has worked with Six Flags before. His theme park career began in 1993, where he was the group sales manager of Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Later on in his career, he became the group sales manager for Six Flags St. Louis, before returning back to Fiesta Texas, and now is the park president of Six Flags over Texas. Now you may be wondering what this has to do with my theory. Well, let me explain. Ron has done a really good job with Fiesta Texas, making it the amazing park it is now. And with him coming to Six Flags over Texas, he's gonna do major upgrades to the park and restore it to its former glory. And my theory goes that because Ron is the new park president of Six Flags over Texas, he's gonna use his prior knowledge to upgrade this park, just like how he did to Fiesta Texas, and restore Six Flags over Texas to the charming Texan theme park it used to be. Where's the evidence for this theory? Well, there's lots, but the first indication of this was what he said after becoming the new park president of Six Flags over Texas. He said, and I quote, "It is an honor to lead this extremely skilled and long-tenured Six Flags over Texas and Hurricane Harbor team. These parks have a tremendous legacy and are recognized throughout our industry for record-breaking achievements. I look forward to continuing that path toward long-term growth and success for many years to come." And then it talks about how excited he is to work here in Arlington, Texas. Now his quotes might seem pretty normal, but it actually has a huge reference to his plans for Six Flags over Texas. If you read carefully, you'll notice he references to the early days of Six Flags over Texas. He says this park has a tremendous legacy, and how they're recognized throughout the world for record-breaking achievements. Now if you watch my Six Flags over Texas documentary, you might remember how I talked about how Six Flags over Texas used to be the innovator, and would always shock the world. Today in part 2, we'll discuss on how Six Flags over Texas got to the park it is today, and how it changed from the innovator to the discount chain it is now. This is exactly what he's referring to, but then it gets more interesting. He says, "I look forward to continuing that path toward long-term growth and success for many years to come." Meaning, with him being the new park president, he's looking forward to continuing the original glory of what Six Flags over Texas used to be, which is signifying that my theory could come true. But if you still don't believe me, there's more evidence that backs up that my theory could come true. Earlier this year, Six Flags over Texas announced the first ever Fire and Ice Winter Festival. This festival was created for the anniversary of Six Flags over Texas, celebrating 60 years. Seems normal, right? Wrong. It's a huge signifier that Ron is going to go above and beyond to restore Six Flags over Texas to its former glory. First off, look at the carousel. It's a huge reference to the legendary past of Six Flags over Texas. Then we have all of these new shows, and they're not just people singing and dancing, it's like extra. There's the ice cutting, the water fountain show, which they never do, and has pyrotechnics, which again they never do, and a nightly fireworks show on top of the oil derrick. This is the first time they've ever done this, and it just proves to me that Ron really is going to take care of this park really well, and it's only January. Plus, throughout the park there's been lots of hidden details that were added. For example, in Bugs Bunny Boomtown, the Lola Bunny Statue of Liberty has spinning water fountain effects, which were never there to begin with. And it doesn't stop there, it's even going to influence on the new ride Six Flags Over Texas is going to get in 2022, Aquaman Power Wave. Listen to what a music source says. Also, by the way, check out his channel, make sure to subscribe to him. He has great content.
And of course, during Ace Winter Fest a couple weeks ago, the park president did confirm that. He also confirmed that there will be theming enhancements added that go beyond what kind of was originally spec'd and designed. So all of these things are going to make the wait worthwhile.
So not only is the turntable for Aquaman Power Wave confirmed, but also we're going to get a theming upgrade. Like how big of an upgrade? Like maybe a Daredevil Dive Flying Machines type of theming upgrade? And that's just scratching the surface. There's definitely going to be some more park maintenance, theming adjustments, and so much more. But we have to address the major issue. New rides for Six Flags Over Texas. Just from these little signs, I guarantee the new rides will also be different. We'll probably see rides that actually fit the needs of the park, and we'll probably have some pretty good theming. Sadly though, this year we won't get to see what this new type of ride will be. Or will we? Six Flags never officially stated we won't get anything new this year, so I think we could actually get something new this year. Just not a coaster. It'll most likely be some sort of flat ride. Or, option B, the revival of a defunct attraction. What am I talking about? Well, actually, Six Flags Over Texas has lots of defunct attractions that are standing but not operating. For example, Yosemite Sam's Gold River Adventure, or Casa Magnética. But I'm talking more about Casa Magnética, as that ride is literally standing but not operating, with the whole building intact. Stuff from Casa Magnética still inside, and fixing it up to be open wouldn't be that hard. In fact, I think the new ride we're gonna get this year is the revival of Casa Magnética. We've seen defunct rides come back. For example, in 2015, Six Flags Great America brought back their old kiddie attractions for their anniversary. Or pretty recently, Knott's Berry Farm brought their original Knott's Berry Tales back, but in a new light. So with the 60th anniversary of Six Flags Over Texas, just like how Six Flags Great America got the original kiddie rides back, I see the return and revival of Casa Magnética. With the delay of Aquaman Power Wave, this is the cheapest and easiest way to get a brand new ride this year. All they have to do is fix and clean it up, and add some new stuff to the ride since it's a little bit outdated, and maybe add a fresher take to the ride. Plus, with the addition of Casa Magnética, it's perfect for Six Flags Over Texas since they don't have a walkthrough attraction. And plus, since Ron loves the original Six Flags Over Texas, I think he would agree this is a good decision. And I think almost everyone would love to see this ride come back. This ride is a piece of history, and seeing it come back this year would also make history. Overall, with all the evidence shown, I think it's pretty certain that this theory might actually come true, and we might actually see the reboot of Six Flags Over Texas. Also, if you want to hear more about Casa Magnética's possible revival, I suggest you press the notification bell button to be notified when that new video drops. Yes, I'll be making a video that goes further into detail of what a new Casa Magnética will look like, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, what do you think of my theory? Do you think it's possible that it could come true? Do you think Ron McKenzie will be the perfect park president of Six Flags Over Texas? And do you think we'll be seeing the revival of Casa Magnética this year? Comment down below. Anyways, thank you for watching. This is JB Throws signing out.